Hey y'all, it's Jen and welcome back to my channel Iffer's Inklings. Today I have a bullet journal video for you. It is my 2020 setup in my new journal. And this one is actually orange this year. It's pulling a little yellow on the camera, so hopefully you can see that it is actually orange. It is a very pumpkin-y color. I have some of my basic tools here. I have my gold. I probably won't use that much. It's Faber-Castell. And then I have just my other, that's my eraser. I love these erasers. And then this is my white Sigma Uniball. But the rest of these are all black in some various form. These are Prismacolors in several different sizes. This is just the Crayola Super Tip in black, my Tombow in black, and then these are, they're Marvy. I got these off of Wish. They are, I guess, kind of like fine liner dupes, but I absolutely love the way these write. I'd have a whole collection of these if I could. So those are the pens I'm going to use. And let's talk a little bit about my bullet journal itself before we dive into the actual plan with me. This is a dingbat, and what I love about them is that they always give you these different, this one has a giraffe on the cover, and it gives you a lot of different information about the Serengeti National Park in Africa, and all of their bullet journals a portion of it goes to help conservation efforts, and they are all recycled. And then it's got the fun little page here, and you've got your this belongs to if found page. And then it also gives you a little bit of how-to and a place to do your key tab, and then your index and your color key, your dingbat key, and then your index. I usually don't use these pages. It does also go into a place for future logs, and it's got the little marks, so you can do it however you want. I don't use a future log like that, so I use those pages for my introduction pages. And then in the back, it does have the pocket, and then we've got the colorful matching end pages as well. This is just this one's blank, and then you've got this one, and then as you can see, we've got the journal here, or the dot grids here, and they are all numbered. I don't know if you can see that down there, but they are all numbered, and I just really love this. This is my second bullet journal from Dingbat, and I have a lot of different bullet journals from different companies. I'm actually going to do a video about that as well, but Dingbat, once I finish using up the ones that I have that I'm currently using, I will be using Dingbat exclusively going forward. So, with that said, let's dive into the plan with me. Okay guys, so I've got my pens all kind of laid out over here. I will probably only be using the blacks to set up. This is just going to be a setup journal. I do have a couple of pages that require some colors, but I don't know what kind of colors I'm going to do for my setup in this, so I will post a picture of those on my Instagram so you can see what colors I decided on. I can tell you that I will use my Crayola fine tip markers for that, so I don't use these in my bullet journal very often, and that way I can have a dedicated set of these and not have to worry about if I don't have that color with me that month or forget to grab it. I know that if I've got these Crayola fine tips, they're going to be part of my bullet journal for my trackers. So with that said, let's actually get started. So I've talked a little bit about this in the intro. I love this bullet journal so much. All right, here we go. I'm going to get started, and I will speed this up and I'll add some music. So enjoy. Okay guys, here we are back at the beginning. This is just my 2020 layout. I may color this in over here, but I don't know. I think I just may leave it also. Who knows? We'll figure out. If I decide to change it, I will show you in another bullet journal video, or it'll be posted to my Instagram. So over here, my introduction page, obviously this is to introduce the year that this bullet journal is, and every year I do every year I do the one word for the year instead of doing actual resolutions or anything like that. I just do one word to focus everything, all decision makings or whatever that I really want to focus on. And I really had a hard time coming up with my word for 2020 because what I need to focus on the first half of the year is different than what I'll focus on the second half of the year, because I'm going to be moving halfway through. At least that's the plan right now, is to move in the summer, so June or July. So instead of doing that, I really came up on the I decided I want to focus on my health, and that covers a lot of different areas of health. So physical health, financial health, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, work health, you know, the environmental health, and that's the environment that I'm in. All of those kinds of things are what I want to focus on for 2020, because focusing on those items are going to help me make this move out of state in the summertime that I've got planned, and kind of help keep me grounded. So if it doesn't help my health in any kind of way, then I need to do away with it, I guess. So that was how I decided on that word for that. 2020 is going to be a good health year for me. And then once I get into my new city and state, those, for the last half of the year, focusing on these things will also help me make that adjustment into my new city. So these next two pages are just something fun that not everybody is going to do. This is going to be my natal star chart. I'll put my birth details in here, and then these boxes will be broken down. So at a glance, I will be able to know, of course I know when my sun, moon, and rising sign are, but the other ones, your Venus and your Mercury and those kinds of things, I'll put the sun, I'll put the sign that they're in, the house that they're in, and maybe something else in there. And this other one, I haven't really figured out what layout I want to do, but it's my solar return chart. And what that is every year on your birthday is considered when your solar return date. So it changes. Your solar return chart will be different every year, and it is also based on, like your natal chart is based on the location you were born at. Your solar return chart is based on the location where you're celebrating your birthday at. So I was born in one city, but I celebrated my birthday in Kansas City this year. So I've pulled my solar return, and so I'll know what my solar return signs all are corresponding to, but I don't know how I want to lay that out. And so your solar return, your natal chart is your overview of life and affects kind of your general life every year. Your solar return chart gives you kind of a more outlook for that particular year based on your natal chart, if that makes any sense. I don't know, but I wanted to track that as well. And these were just fun charts for me. So here is the 2020 moon phases, and I work in a school, and I'm telling you, the moon phases, full moons really do affect the students. So I have all of that laid out here. Um, it was fun. It's an interesting thing to look at just for fun. And then I have the different moons over here, what they are, and moon phases. These 2 pages, so this is my goal list. I will put goals around it. I don't know what my goals are going to focus on right now, but as I come up with a goal, then I will put that there. And then over here's my Packers Chiefs 2020 NFL tracking list. I have one of these that looks very similar in my current bullet journal, where I'm tracking the games and if it was the score and then a win or a loss for both the Packers and the Chiefs. The Packers are my team, my number 1 team. The Chiefs are obviously the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's almost a prerequisite to live there to be a fan, so I'm trying. These are my bill trackers. So I've got my budget here. I've got all my bills here. I've got my budget, and then January through June here, and these are going to be my Little Rock bills. And then when I move to Kansas City in the last half, I'll have my Kansas City ones. I don't know exactly what those are going to be or look like. They will probably be pretty similar. But, you know, I may not have gas at the building the apartment complex I live in, so it may be an all-electric apartment. I may need to add in laundry. Obviously, I don't have gasoline for my car or groceries on here. This is just the bills that I need to remember to pay each month, so things don't get disconnected. And that's Kansas City I'll fill out in July. And all I do I have a bill tracker. What I do right now for my bill tracker and what I'll continue on is I just color in the box when I pay it. I don't track amounts or anything like that. I may add amounts this year just to kind of keep track and make sure I'm on budget. But it's more to make sure I've paid the bill, and because I'm bad about that. And the rest of these are just kind of mood trackers and trackers that I want to keep up with all year long. This is a mood tracker, or a year in pixels, or however, it gets a lot of different names really. And these are how I'm going to determine what it is. I will use some form of Crayola Super Tips, and I've got all of mine numbered. To track it. I just haven't figured out what colors I want to use yet, but I will do that. This is a procrastination log, which is kind of the same. Productive, finished most of the stuff on my list. Did the bare minimum, did not much at all, or did absolutely nothing for the day. And again, I'll use some form of the Super Tips to color code this. I've got to really think about how I want that to look. But the idea of it is, if I'm having an amazing, fantastic day, I'm probably also being really productive. And then some of these other logs are going to follow suit too. Just kind of, I want to be able to see at a glance how different things I'm tracking affect my mood, my procrastination, things like that. So these 2 pages are the weather log and my migraine log. So with the weather, not only am I going to track the type, which will be a color of, again, in one of the Crayola Super Tips. I'm also want to track the temperature, and I thought real long and hard about this. So if it's a sunny day, but it's only 32 or below, then I will color it the color of sunny, and I will make the little circles on the corners. If it is stormy but it's 95, then I'm going to do whatever the stormy color is, and I'll do these little slash marks. These will all be done in the black. These will all be color coded. So I want to track that because weather tends to have a effect on whether I have a migraine or not, what my mood is, am I getting a lot done, those kinds of things. So for my migraine log, I've got these boxes, you'll notice, are a little bit bigger than these boxes, and that's because if I have a migraine in the morning, it may not be, I may start off with a migraine that's kind of mild, and then as the day goes on in the afternoon, it becomes severe. Or I may not have one that morning at all, but get one halfway through the day. And so I want to kind of keep up with that. And down here are my codes, key codes, and again, these will be color coded with the Crayola Super Tips. I don't know what my color theme is going to be yet. And then finally, this cracks me up. This is my workout log, and this quote cracks me up. Torn between wanting a snack and looking like a snack. So, it's just something I find funny. So this is my workout log. My goal is to do a workout 3 to 4 days a week. I do cardio on if I do my strength training on 3 days a week, then I will do cardio 2 of those 3 days, because if I'm only doing strength training on 3 days, that means I'm having to combine leg day and ab day together, and I don't do cardio on leg day. If I do 4 days of strength, then I do 3 days of cardio. And again, it's leg day that I don't do the cardio in. And my workout routine program is put together by a personal trainer. So that is he told me not to do cardio on leg day. So, I mean, he's the professional, so I'm going to listen to him. But I've got it down here: strength, cardio, other, none that I'm going to track. And the other is if we do something like hiking or something that's not in the gym, some kind of activity not in the gym, if that makes sense. This is just my brain dump page. If I get an idea for whatever, whether it's a bullet journal layout or something I want to look into, or something for my YouTube channel, then I've got a spot to dump it. Now, this is my wish list. I saw this on Pinterest, I think, and I really liked it. So I've got a want and a need wish list, and then this blank page over here is for my Kansas City apartment layout. I don't know what I'm gonna have yet, so I didn't fill it out, but this wish list corresponds to this layout. I have a house full of furniture and stuff, but there may be just something particular I need there. I'm hopefully not taking my furniture if I can. I want to get new living room furniture for the move. So that's going to be on there, but that's more of a want than a need, because I have living room furniture. But those kinds of things is what I've got laid out here, that I don't want to forget as I'm making my lists and making my move. And then this last page here is my monthly theme page. As I come up with a theme for the month, I'm going to put it in each one of the boxes. I've already done January's, but I haven't put it in this little box yet. So that is it. That is my bullet journal set up for 2020 in my dingbat giraffe notebook. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up over there. That helps me know that you've enjoyed this content. It also helps other people find the content, and lets YouTube know to put my video out there for other people to locate as well. If you did not enjoy this content, by all means hit that thumbs down button. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. But while you're down there, be sure and hit that big red subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it, so you know when I post new bullet journal videos. Or if you're interested in bookish videos, then that will also notify you when those videos go up. I am going to try and post a bullet journal video twice a month on Mondays. That's my plan right now. If you would like to see something specific on bullet journaling, then let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's a layout in here that you particularly loved. And let me know if you're a bullet journaler as well. I always love meeting new people who are in the bullet journal community. And until next time, when I have a new plan with me for January bullet journal, both in here and in my reading bullet journal, I will talk to you later. Bye.